Caterina here. Welcome to my kitchen. I have great news. One of my little girlies is going to be engaged this weekend, and her fiance called me last night to ask me if I would be willing to help. Yes, of course, I'm so happy. And we're going to have a little party afterwards, and I'm preparing 3 finger foods. Now I'm going to be preparing my second one, which is the pasta con spinach e funghi. Now let's get started. Okay, we're just going to, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And to this I'm going to add, the olive oil, I'm adding 2 small chopped shallots. A little bit of salt. Some pepper. I've lowered the heat to the lowest possible setting, and I'm adding 2 crushed garlic. I don't want them to burn, but this is why I put everything on low heat. Just going to add 2 cups of button mushrooms. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. I'm only going to cook these for about 2-3 minutes because they will be cooking in the oven. Okay, so it's sauteed for about 6 minutes. Now I turn the stove off and I'm going to let it cool. While my mushrooms are cooling, here I have 10 cups of spinach. It looks like a lot, but it's really not, because once you cook the pie, it will wilt down. For my spinach, I'm going to add 5 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, I'm going to give it a really good mix. I had 1.5 cups of Parmigiano Reggiano. Quarter cup of breadcrumbs. Okay, I'm going to add some nutmeg. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. I'm going to give it a really good mix, and I'm going to set it aside. Okay, so now I'm going to start with the pasta again. I'm going to cover my baking dish. And for this recipe, use your best baking dishes, because you're going to be presenting it with the baking dish and you want it to look nice. I'm doing a small piece at a time because I have to layer it. There's no point in doing a long piece. So here we go with the first piece, and we're going to let it overhang. So here's the second piece. Now remember to overlap it 1.5 to 2 inches because you don't want it to leak. And you want it to overlap because, like the other recipe, we're going to be folding it over. See, just like this. My serving dish is ready, my baking dish. Now I'm just going to add the mushroom mixture to my spinach. Okay, preheat your oven at 400 degrees. Give this a good mix, and now I'm going to add it to my baking dish. I know it looks like a lot, but it's really going to go right down once it's baked. I'm just going to turn the pasta over. Okay, I'm turning the pasta over. How beautiful that looks. Doesn't have to be fancy. How beautiful. Okay. Scrambled egg, and I'm just going to coat the outside of the pasta. It'll give it a lovely golden brown color. Just going to sprinkle a little bit of breadcrumbs on top. That's it. Now in the oven for 30 to 35 minutes. I'm going to check it. My pasta torta with spinach and mushroom is ready. It's beautiful. The proposal is not for another 1.5 days, so it will stay great in my refrigerator, and it's a wonderful finger food. And thank you for joining me today. It's Caterina from my home to yours. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous is this? One of my girlies is getting engaged, and her wonderful boyfriend set this up at my home because she would never suspect it here. And all our friends are hiding in my neighbor's house. How gorgeous is this? And what a guy. What a guy. I told you, he's just wonderful. I hope she doesn't see all the cars down the street. How beautiful.